Yeah, good day, everyone, wherever you're watching from. Yeah, this is Samson Alani. Welcome to the first edition of my startup story with Samson Alani. Let me wait for a lot of people to come online before I start. Yeah, good day, welcome. As you are joining the show, let me know where you're calling in from, where you're joining from, and feel free to drop whatever you're expecting from today's show. Drop anything you are expecting from today's show in the comment section and tell us where you are watching from. Welcome. I welcome every one of you to the first ever edition of my startup story. So thank you very much. I see people joining from Ikirun, people from Ilogbo, people from Akure. I see people joining from Ibadan. So I welcome every one of you. As you are joining, tell us where you are watching from, and at the same time, drop in the comment section a few things. You Abeokuta people, I see you. So tell us what you're expecting from today's show. So today I'm having with us Adewuyi Ayobami. On this show, we'll be sharing with you how we are using FHG, Faith Heroic Generation Business Opportunity, to how people are using this opportunity to grow and scale. How they are using this opportunity to build a successful side hustle, or let me say a profession for themselves, and using this opportunity to transform their individual life. So today on this show, and again this show will be helping us understand the process, solve some basic issue every other people might be facing in the business. So I'm having on the show today I'm able what member. I will not say a lot about him. I'll tell us his name, and when he joins us on the show, he will tell us every other thing about himself. So I'm bringing on board today our guest. I'm inviting him. When you see, and let's start. I don't want us to waste a lot of time because I know personally I have a lot of questions for you, and at the same time I know other people joining will definitely have questions for you. Good afternoon, Mr. Adewuyi Ayobami. You
Good
are live.
afternoon, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you are
Thank you, sir.
live. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. So without wasting much of our time, I want you to introduce yourself to our viewers at home.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is
Yeah.
Ayobami Adewuyi. Am I Adewuyi by
Adewuyi.
name?
Adewuyi Ayobami by name. Fine. We purposely bring you to this show to tell us your startup story using faith regeneration. But before we go into that, I want to ask you this question. Who is Adewuyi Ayobami?
Okay. Adewuyi Ayobami is a small boy in his mid-20s, trying to make ends meet because I have this passion of I want to retire rich and young. And at the same time, Ayobami Adewuyi is a BTech owner in marine science and technology, and also a NYC graduate.
Fantastic. I love how you describe yourself, because majority of people today looking at few opportunities, they believe they can ignore any opportunities around them because they have their degrees or whatever with them. So I want this description about Adewuyi Ayobami, I know is the updated description. So let me say it that way. So before you heard about this opportunity, who is Adewuyi Ayobami?
Okay, before this wonderful opportunity, Adewuyi Ayobami is a strong hustler, trying to meet ends meet. At the same time, I happen to be a graphic designer, blogger, and website designer.
Wow. So before this opportunity, you are a blogger, you are a website designer, you are a graphics designer, you have all these digital skills, right?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Fine. Now, before this opportunity, can you tell me what you do with all these digital skills, and what is the inspiration behind acquiring all these skills? the
Okay, thank
inspiration
you.
behind it, and what you are actually doing with it.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. The inspiration behind all these things is because I don't want to work under anyone. So right from time, I have been trying as much as possible to develop myself. So around 2011, I tried as much as possible in Elisha City to build and to learn computer engineering. That was while I was still in secondary school. So after learning content engineering, I went further myself personally to learn about graphic design and blogging. So I have a blog which is still like today, latestvibe.blogspot.com. So I was using the brand name Latest Vibe before this opportunity. So after learning my graphic design, I think I need to learn under someone that is to perfect my skills. So I went further to Ibadan. Everybody should know Mokola in Ibadan, a popular printing press there. So I went there to perfect my graphic design skills as well.
So yeah, some people are dropping comments about your sound in the comment section. Don't mind me. Don't be distracted with the environment. I actually got myself struck in a particular environment, and because of the publicity, I know this show was old. You see, I'm on my feet. I'm standing. You can see, I guess, he's enjoying himself in his office. But I just want to make sure I kickstart this show. So that's why we are doing this here. So don't be distracted with my environment. You might see people going in, coming out. I want you to concentrate on the content and don't mind my environment for today's show. So thank you very much. You have these skills. Can you tell us what these skills, the result you're actually getting from these skills? I want to talk with today. We want to talk about how you start up, the process, and the result you are having now. Before this opportunity, all the skills you have, what result are you getting from them?
Okay. Now, after having all of these skills, I learned about freelancing, that is Fiverr. So I opened a Fiverr account, Latest Vibe Media. For good 2 years, I keep updating and everything. I never made a dime. So I was very active with
For
Fiverr.
about 2 years, right?
2 years plus.
2 years. That's wow. But what's happening?
Something I later realized is there are a lot of secrets I can't find online because most of the tools I developed with are free tools.
Wow.
So there are some secrets I can't find online.
So what you're saying is you have been working as a freelancer on few freelancing platforms for about 2 years, and you are not making a dime.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So what is the transformation moment? Where do you start getting results? Appreciating the
Okay.
skills you have.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. So October 2017 to be precise, a partial stranger messaged me around 2 a.m. on WhatsApp. He said, "Do I know anything like that?" I was like, "Fiverr, something I've been on for a while now." But he asked me one question that fateful evening. He said, "How much have I made before on Fiverr?" I told him $0. Because one thing I've come to realize is a lot of people, they have nothing and they do boast about it, and you'll be like, you are the one that needs help from them. Lying about themselves. So I told him I've never made a dime before, and he told me he made over $3,000 the previous month. I was like, wow, in this Nigeria, you made over $3,000. And I asked him, how can I also make this kind of money? He said he has someone who can explain this business concept to me better. And that's why I met my own mentor, Mr. Adewale Michael.
Wow. So the person that tells you about the opportunity told you that he has been making well over $3,000. He has made well over $3,000.
Yes, sir.
And you have been on the same platform for over 2 years and you have not made a single dollar.
Yes, sir.
Fine. I know back then you may not know the difference. And you may not know what is getting him that result. But with your experience now, I know you have understand better.
Yes, sir.
So now I want to ask you, can you tell us, with your experience, what you have experienced is then to now? What can you say is the difference between Adewuyi Ayobami that is working, that has a freelance profile for 2 years, that did not make any anything online, any income online, and Adewuyi Ayobami of today?
Yeah, I can say it's the people I meet.
People,
Because there's something I understand about team spirit.
meaning that Meaning
So there's
that
something.
money is in people.
Yes,
Money
sir.
is in people. But there are
Yes,
certain
sir.
people you meet in life that will make a whole lot of difference in your life. Fantastic. I'm enjoying you.
So there's something I realized about team spirit. One thing is, if you are working alone, when I was still doing Fiverr alone, maybe I have anything like maybe account blockage or anything, I might just drop it away. But now being in the team, if anything happen, you see someone be like, "Ah, it happened to me and I scale through." You'll be like, let me just do it again. Let me keep pushing.
Fantastic. So now let me ask you another question. When the business is being explained to you, aside from the fact that the person that introduced the business to you has make well over $3,000 and join the platform after you've known about the platform, what other things makes you make the decision of joining? What other things convince you that makes you make the decision to join this opportunity aside
Okay.
from that $3,000? If
Okay, aside
it's
from the
only that
$3,000,
$3,000, let me know. Yes.
the fact that people are going to make it through me, that I'm going to put smile on a lot of people's face, made me join the business.
Wow. You see it as an opportunity to help a whole lot of people. That's
Yes,
great.
sir.
Now, today, I want to ask, were you able to achieve what, were you able to help a lot of people? Because I think that's one of the reasons why you joined the
Yes,
opportunity.
sir.
Today, are you able to help other people to have those type of results?
Yes, and I even have people who are making more than me in my business today.
Today, you have people that may, okay, before we go into other questions, we are still doing kind of introduction. Can you tell us what your average income looks like after joining the opportunity? Average online income.
Okay, let me say my first 2 years in the business, I made over $20,000, and I
Wait,
wasn't
wait,
making
wait,
any
wait,
money before.
wait. We don't want to make this show a show where people just get psyched up.
Okay,
We
sir.
want this show to be a show where people understand the process. This show is to celebrate process and help other people and create paths for other people to follow.
Yes, sir.
After joining the opportunity, what year did you join? What year did you say yes to the opportunity?
October 2017.
October 2017. And after spending 2 years in the business, you have made well over 20,000 US dollar.
Yes, sir.
Meaning that as at October 2019, you have made well over 20,000 US dollar on this same platform.
Yes, sir.
When you want to join the opportunity, how much do you pay for registration fee, materials, resources, and other things? How much?
I didn't pay anything, no dime. Everything was
Do
just
you
free
mean it
of
is
charge.
free?
Free.
It is free?
And I even got lucky that day. When they said Mr. Adewale Michael is going to explain the business to me, I called him. He said I should wait for me. He's coming to pick me. So I got a free ride, even to
You
office that
even
day.
got you even got a free act. Who does that? So now I know before you join this opportunity, you will have seen different courses, resources online. People even up to today.
Yes,
Yesterday,
sir.
I was on YouTube. I was watching YouTube video, and I see an advert pop up. The advert is asking for about 25,000 naira for training. I think one brand like that for freelance training. I want you at this stage to tell us what you feel when the business is being explained to you and they tell you everything is free. What thought comes to your mind?
I'll be like, if it is free, how do you even want to make profits from it? When because I know how much to have all of those skills. Because website design, if you want to learn it outside, you have over 100,000. Not to talk of graphic design, I know how much I spend in learning. So when they said everything is free, I'll be like, how do you want to make the money back?
Thank you very much. For people asking for the link, it is simple. If you want to watch it, just follow at Techie Grand or follow at Samson Alani or OFF. At Techie Grand or at Samson Alani OFF. Then you get the link and I don't know, that's how to get the link. So when you get to the profile, you will definitely see the live video, and I'll make sure that this video is available both on YouTube and this particular Instagram channel. I mean, YouTube channel and this Instagram profile, and might give it to Checky Grant to have it on his IG watch for some months before it will be removed from from our profiles. Now, joining this business opportunity, you are in this business, one, to help yourself, and secondly, to help other people.
Yes, sir.
How did you see helping other people? How comfortable are you with the idea of helping other people?
Okay, thank you very much for that question, sir. I'm very comfortable helping other people because one thing I believe in is we need ourselves to survive. If I train you on something today, tomorrow you might have the updated version of that skill and you can later give back to me. So that's one ideology I believe in.
Believing that together everybody can definitely
Yes.
achieve more. Now, I understand that you start this business opportunity as a student. How are you able to balance the two, being a student and working as a freelancer? And you tell me that in this period of 2 years, you are able to make over $20,000. How are you able to do that? I know it's not a joke to make that huge amount of money. I know you would have commit a lot of things, but how are you able to do the balance? Because today, majority of people come up with excuses that I'm a student, I'm still in school. Maybe when I'm done with my education, then I can consider any opportunity. Then I can listen to what you are saying. Tell us, how are you able to balance the two?
Okay, thank you for that, sir. Before even going to school, I think it was when I gained, because I put in for electrical electronics in Federal University of Technology, Akure, and they gave me admission in marine science and technology. It was that day I got the admission, I know the meaning of marine. I was not even, so it was not something I really loved to do. But all because I know I just need the certificates. That's all. So when I heard about this business opportunity, I was in 300 level then. And believe me, the future was very, very blur. Imagine a lecturer telling us to just think, maybe imagine you're under the water, blah, blah. What are we imagining? So I was not that. So when I had the business, I was like, this is it. So even while in class, if the lecturer say, bring out your laptop, let's build up slide, I divide my screen into two, I'm designing my landing page, and I'm following him. And if the lecture is very boring, I bring out my motivational book, preparing training, because as at then I was the last man standing, and I know I can't lead with empty score. And then I had a very comfortable hostel, which was my comfort zone, but the network there was very, very bad. I had to leave the comfort zone and start staying inside school. So I was actually living inside the classroom for months, myself and some colleagues. From the classroom, we moved straight to the class. From class, that was how I was rotating everything. So
That's
immediately after
fantastic.
class, go back to work.
Wow, wow, wow. Now, thank you for sharing that. You said something that you are the last man standing, meaning that you are the leader. You are a
Yes, sir.
student and you have team to take care of. At the same time, you must not forget yourself in the process. So
Yes, sir.
meaning that you have about 3 or more responsibilities, I know there will be more, definitely. How are you able to grow your team as a student? No leader, no business, no training center, nobody supporting you in that environment. How are you able to show the bigger picture of the opportunity to students like you? How?
Okay, one, I started
Because
with my friends. Okay.
before you start answering that question,
Okay, sir.
I know there are two things you guys, because me, I did not go to any tertiary institution, but I understand that there are two things you guys learn in school. I know you learn ego. Somehow, when you're in that campus environment, you feel like you are the top of the world. But how are you able to to tell people, to show them the bigger picture, and how are they following you? How are you able to carry them along?
Okay, thank you, sir. So, firstly, I started with my friends. People were close together before. So maybe after class, because we are in the same department, we are using the same timetable. So after class, our free period, we go together to learn. So that's how we started. Then when results start coming in, and when I started them, my first order was $10. I
$10.
remember vividly, $10, my first order. And one thing I was doing there then was I was building my reputation, because I know this is a new platform, because I had to open another account. I have to build my reputation. And then after class, I'll just sit down doing the project. And some departmental mates came to me then. How much is the other? $10. They eat and go away, forgetting that there's always sense in nonsense. After a while, my $10, let's take for instance a project worth $100. I did it for $10, and they ask the person, write a short story or review about this person. He's going to write more. That was the strategy I used then. From there, 20, 30, 50, 100, and so on. That's how it became 20,000. So that's just the strategy I did in then. And
I
after a
understand very
while,
well.
it was even my departmental mate that were prospecting me. I have some people in my team today. I was not even the one that did business explanation, because they knew
That's
me
what
then.
that's what they mean when they say result speaks.
Because they knew me very well then. I had just 3 pairs of clothes. If I don't wear this today, they know what I'll wear tomorrow. And even the first month I joined the business, I started making money. But getting wears was not part of my priority. My priority was the business. And after so while, I got clothes that even after 3 years, I don't need to buy wears. That's why I do tell people you have to prioritize what you need.
Now, I know our viewers has a lot of questions. I have more questions here with me, but I cannot throw all the questions to you. So, but I want to, I will give our viewers the opportunity to ask few questions so that we will actually answer, we'll be able to provide solutions to the problems or issues they might be having. And we'll be talking to them. We'll not be talking to ourselves. Now, but I want to ask you this question. How long does it take you to make your first dollar on Fiverr? How long?
Less than 15 days.
Less than 15 days.
Because I finished creating my account, all the training, everything is less than 7 days.
Wow. Wow. All the basic trainings.
All the basic training, I did everything less than 7 days.
Fantastic. So I have one more question before I go. And before I give the opportunity to our viewers to ask you questions. We have 62 people watching us currently. I believe I'm expecting more than 100. This is a startup. This is the first edition of the show, and we are doing 62. We are doing 62. I believe in the next 1, 2, 3 months, we'll be able to do more. If we are able to consist on this. Now, I want to ask you this question. It has nothing to do with your process, but it has to do with who you are. Now, if you are given a chance, an opportunity to write, to get ₦1 million, ₦1 million, just that, okay, you want to, it's either I give you ₦1 million check or I give you a dice, toss the dice. If you have double six, you get $1 million. Which of these two things will you go for?
Can you come again,
Which
sir?
of these two options? You have two options. Option one is, I want to give you ₦1 million.
Okay.
And option two is, I want to give you 2 dice. If you toss the dice and you have 2 6, you will get that ₦1 million will turn to $1 million.
Okay.
But if you not get 2 6, you will not have access to that ₦1 million. Which of these two options should you go for? Do you understand the question?
Yes, I understand now, sir.
So I said it's not about your process, but just question to know who Adewuyi Ayobami is.
Dice.
To toss the dice,
Yes.
if you have 2 6, you have $1 million. But if you don't, if you have 1 6 and 1 5, 1 6 1, 1 6 2, 1 6 3, 1 6 4, 1 6 5, you don't have anything.
Yes.
You still go for the $1 million.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I believe our viewers can judge and understand who you are now and why you are getting this amazing result. Now at this point, I want to allow our viewers to drop their questions. Just drop your question in the comment section. I will be trying to monitor it. I'll be trying to monitor those questions. Some people have been dropping questions, but I'll try to start here, please. I cannot go more than this. I want to start with Elite Heroic 10 questions. He said, what's your greatest challenge you have encounter when you have started the business? The greatest challenge you have since you joined the opportunity. The greatest challenge you encounter. What is it?
Okay. Now the greatest challenge is maybe coming to office not meeting anyone.
As a team leader,
Yes.
you just get to office, hoping to come in with the mindset to come and train and empower your team. But getting there, you are just seeing your chair and your screen. Wow. I believe that person got the answer. So when you have that type of challenge, how do you feel and what's your reaction?
Now, my reaction was we need to re-strategize. What's keeping these people at home or in school? So I had to call all of them together. I checked their timetable, then I marked them into sessions. Let's take, for instance, this set of people, their timetable looks alike, then I can now mark them together. Maybe you guys, you are going to come for the morning session, afternoon session, so I know when to meet them.
So meaning that your situation, your challenges determines your approach.
Yes, sir.
Solution you create. Thank you very much. This is another question for Victor Adeyemi 10. Being in a school area, how are you able to make people stay in your business and how do you keep them in?
Okay, one thing, whenever I notice there's any problem or any challenge you might face, then I have to send it to my upline, then Mr. Adewale Michael. So whenever it comes to Akure, he will now use it as his topic. Because I started with my friends, there are some things I might not be able to say. So I'll just send them to him. So whenever he comes, he just dish it out.
That's fantastic. Understanding that you are in the business for yourself, but you are not there by yourself. And you are working hand in hand with your uplines, mentors to help you solve your problem. That's a very great answer. Thank you. I believe the person that sent that as his question got a perfect answer. So we have another question for Jamie 6. How are you able to motivate your team member as a student then? How do you motivate
That's by
them?
calling my upline, then by also taking people to check rally. Then we do come to check rally in Asia. I'll get a 50-seater bus, maybe around 15,000, 20,000, just to come and collect my 1,000 naira check. But they won't know because of the excitement. Just for them to see the bigger picture.
That is it. Building the business before the business builds you. Majority of people today, I still have some questions, but let me use this opportunity to ask that question. Starting up as a team leader, how are you able to set up your first office?
Okay.
Your first office. What did it look like, and how did you raise the fund?
Okay. Thank you for that, sir. Now, I started when I was in 300 level. We were using inside school. We have some classrooms we use then. So, as at 400 level, I have to go for IT. And I had the option in either to go to Lagos, Lokoja, Cross River, and so on, because my course relates to water. So I have to work in a riverine environment. So I was like, if I go to Lagos, maybe I wake up by 5 a.m., I'll get to work by 10 a.m. I'll be so stressed. And that 5 hours is enough for me to design a full website. So I was like, this place is not for me. So I went together with 3 of my downlines to Lokoja in search of IT placements. And we got to one company there, NIWA, National Inland Waterway Authority, and they said they can give us placements, but money, no. I was like, we don't need the money, we only needed a placement. So there, I had to call some of my departmental mates as well. I saw a nice place we can go. So like some others, they followed me. So there, we got an apartment there, we turned it to a training center. Because the office was around maybe 8 to 4. And we'll go there by 10. When it's 12, we leave. Because one thing I tell people is, whenever there is a will, there will surely be a way.
And I learned another lesson now. Before you want people to follow you, you actually need a value. You actually need to solve a problem for them.
Yes.
So I learned that you solve the problem, you solve their placement problem, and are
Yes,
able to
exactly.
carry them along. That's great.
So
That's
from
why
there,
they
I
say
have to train
leadership is
people.
about sacrifice.
Yeah, so after I trained a lot of them there, so that because when we get back to Akure, it won't be just myself alone doing all the training. So after our IT, we came back to Akure in search of office. Myself and one of my downline, Mr. Caleb, we trekked for hours in search of office. And when we got somewhere just to rest, we now told some I'm at our office and said, this place is free now. I was like, I spoke to the person, said someone has gone home to bring money, has gone home and ready to make transfer. So that's how we got our first office then at Lafe.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Someone asked a question here. He said, how was your first 15 days training in I think the question is, how was your first 15 days in training in this business opportunity? Your first 15 days, how can you describe it?
It was fun because there are things I have idea of before. So my first day after the business explanation, I went straight to email marketing. So I'm sure Mr. Olabode Olalere, he explained a lot of things to me. So the second day, they gave me assignment on the first day to design front page. So on getting home, I did front page, I went further to autoresponder, landing page and so on. So I got back to office the second day, we were like, let's go to autoresponder. I thought I've done it. I showed them. So they were like, so they started asking me series of questions. So that was how. So from there, I opened my
Fantastic.
account.
I want to quickly add this to that. That is why we used to tell you that your past